So you're looking for an amazing lens that doesn't break the bank. Well, picture this. It was 8 a.m., I really wanted a lens, and I only had about $200 to spend. In less than 4 hours, for $148 total, this lens was at my doorstep thanks to Amazon. Let's check it out. First off, I want to thank you for joining us for Espresso, Full Monk Media's new show where we give you as much value as possible in a short amount of time on a given topic. And today's topic is the Canon 50mm prime lens, or affectionately known as the Canon Nifty 50. And that's precisely because this thing, for being so small, is pretty nifty. You can take a lot of really good photos with this lens that you can't take with other lenses that are even double, triple, quadruple the price. For example, yes, there are different use cases, but this is a wide lens that I use for my vlogging camera, and this thing, it's so much more useful. It's like you can make so much more money with this. But let's jump into why I like the Canon Nifty 50 as much as I actually do. First off, it's a 1.8 aperture lens, which means that when I'm down there, I can take photos that look like this, with all this creamy bokeh and the blown out backgrounds like you see in traditional product photography. And not only in product photography, you see this a lot in portraits too. It's actually the most common way to take portraits is with a lens that's like this. With the versatility that this lens provides, I think it's a no-brainer for any photographer, any videographer to pick up and put in their kit. It's really easy to take a bunch of badass photos with it. Like it makes taking photos fun if you're not that good at taking photos. So if you're not amazing at taking photos, it'll make taking photos a lot more fun because the photos will look better off the bat. And there's not a lot of pieces of gear that will make your photos look better for you. And I will say, 100%, this lens is a lens that will make your photos look better for you. One thing I will say about this lens is the autofocus system is a little loud. I don't know how stoked I'd be using it for video if I wasn't using a mic that was external. So if you don't have an external mic, I will say if you're planning on using this for video, maybe only use it for B-roll and then put music over it, or if you find that it's bearable, then go for it. But that's my only complaint with this lens is the autofocus motor is loud, but it's on point. Something else I will say about this lens is because it has a shallow depth of field, which is the blurry background thing we were talking about earlier, it is a little harder to pull focus. You have a much more narrow ring of where you can pull into focus. So for example, you might have somebody's front of their face in focus, but the other half of their face not. But if you're just using autofocus and taking pictures, you will love this lens to death. But if you're gonna start pulling focus manually, there will be a little bit of a learning curve if you've never dealt with something with this low of an aperture. So in conclusion, the Canon 50mm prime lens, should you buy it? Absolutely. Should it be the first lens you buy? Absolutely. Should it be the second lens you buy? If it wasn't the first lens you bought? Absolutely. I will say, without a doubt, this is the most versatile lens I have in my bag. So that's about all for today, folks. I hope you liked the video. If you did, drop us a comment down below and let us know what video you want us to cover next, or maybe just giving some advice on how we can improve the channel, improve the content structure here. And if you want to share this video with some friends, you can do so either with this main video here, or we have an article write-up version on Medium if you want to check that out as well. The Medium article has extra examples and links. It's really cool. It's honestly more helpful than the video is. All right, thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed your espresso, and we'll see you next time.